If you're feeling super ambitious today, then I've got a little treat for you. It's my free guide called How to Actually Achieve Your Goals. Inside this guide, I go over my tried and tested framework for goal setting and achievement. It's super actionable and you can download it immediately after signing up for my newsletter. So head to the link below and get your copy. You won't regret it. Most people believe the only way to succeed is to grind harder than everyone else. Wake up earlier, work longer, and push until you burn out. But here's the truth. Working harder doesn't guarantee success. In fact, it often leads to exhaustion without progress. Today, I am going to take you on a journey to understand why working smart will always beat working hard and how you can apply this principle in your own life. By the end of this, you'll know the strategies that separate the busy from the successful. The myth of hard work we've been told for generations that if you just work hard enough, everything will fall into place. But if that were true, the hardest working people would be the wealthiest and most fulfilled, and we know that's not the case. There are people who work 2 or 3 jobs, spending every waking hour grinding, yet they're barely surviving. On the other hand, there are individuals who work fewer hours but enjoy financial freedom, opportunities, and peace of mind. Why? Because hard work alone is not enough. What matters is direction. If you're climbing a ladder that's leaning against the wrong wall, no matter how fast you climb, you'll never reach the right destination. Hard work is about effort. Smart work is about results. David V.S. Serra. A simple story. Let me illustrate this with a simple story. David is the type who believes that grinding longer hours is the only way forward. He wakes up early, goes to bed late, and says yes to every task that comes his way. He never rests, never pauses, and constantly burns himself out. After months of effort, he looks back and realizes he's not much closer to his dreams. He is exhausted, frustrated, and drained. Now, Serra takes a different approach. She also has goals, but she chooses her battles wisely. She plans her day carefully, identifies the most important tasks, and focuses only on what moves her forward. She uses tools to automate simple tasks, she outsources where she can, and she invests her time in learning skills that make her faster and sharper. At the end of the day, Serra spends fewer hours working, but she gets more done and still has time to rest and recharge. Who is truly winning? The one working smart. Principles of working smart. So what does it actually mean to work smart? Here are the principles. First, focus on priorities. Productivity is not about doing everything, it's about doing the right things. Apply the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. That means 20% of your actions will create 80% of your results. Find that 20% and pour your energy there. Second, use tools and systems. We live in a world where technology can automate, schedule, and simplify so many tasks. A smart worker knows that technology is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Third, delegate and outsource. You cannot do everything yourself. If you try, you'll burn out and limit your growth. Smart workers know when to hand tasks to others so they can focus on high-value work. Fourth, manage your energy, not just your time. Hard workers look at the clock, smart workers look at their energy levels. They know that rest, exercise, and proper breaks are part of productivity. Without energy, time is useless. Fifth, commit to continuous learning. A new skill, a shortcut, or a better system can save you countless hours. Every time you invest in learning, you buy yourself more efficiency for the future. Examples from successful people. Think about some of the most successful people you know. Warren Buffett spends hours reading, not because he loves being busy, but because he knows knowledge compounds and allows him to make smarter decisions. Elon Musk works long hours, yes, but the real secret is how he prioritizes his focus. He pours his energy only into the projects that matter most and delegates the rest to capable teams. Even athletes understand this principle. They don't just train endlessly. They train with purpose, rest strategically, and use science to optimize their performance. These people are not just working harder, they are working with clarity, focus, and strategy. Practical steps you can apply. So, how do you apply this in your own life? Let me give you some practical steps. Step 1. Write down your goals clearly. If you don't know where you're going, no amount of work will take you there. Step 2. Cut out what doesn't matter. Stop wasting energy on low-impact activities that don't push you closer to your vision. Step 3. Use tools, use calendars, planners, or apps that help you stay organized. Automate tasks wherever possible. Step 4. Learn to say no. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't matter, you're saying no to something that does. Step 5. Protect your energy. Rest is not a luxury, it's part of the system. You can't operate at 100% if you're running on 0. Step 6. Review your week. At the end of each week, ask yourself, what worked? What didn't? Adjust and improve. Life isn't about endless effort. Life is not an endless race where the fastest automatically wins. It's a marathon where strategy, planning, and adaptability are just as important as endurance. Hard work is the willingness to endure any hardship to achieve a goal, but smart work is the intelligent application of effort towards achieving the same goal with finesse and efficiency. The difference lies in the intent, the planning, and the outcome. Hard work is often seen as a virtue. We admire the person who puts in the long hours, who sacrifices their time and comfort for a cause. But admiration alone doesn't lead to success. We need to channel that admiration into understanding and emulating the smart work ethic. This means learning to prioritize, to leverage our energy and time, to harness the power of systems and tools, and to constantly strive for improvement. You've probably heard the quote, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. But what if we flipped the script? What if we said, smart work beats hard work when hard work isn't strategic? That's a powerful thought, isn't it? It challenges us to look beyond the allure of relentless effort and embrace a more thoughtful, efficient approach to success. It's a call to recognize that intelligence and strategy are just as valuable, if not more, than sheer determination. So let's be clear, we're not advocating for slacking off or putting in a minimal effort. We're not suggesting that hard work has no role to play. Rather, we're proposing a shift in perspective, a movement away from mindless, unfocused effort and towards a more deliberate, intentional approach. We want to empower you to work smarter, not harder. And this is a journey, not a destination. It's about continuous learning, adapting, and refining your approach. It's about finding that sweet spot between effort and intelligence. Imagine a world where you don't dread Mondays. You wake up each day ready to tackle your goals, knowing that your efforts are directed, efficient, and effective. You're not lost in the maze of endless to-do lists and diminishing returns. Instead, you're focused, you're sharp, and you're moving steadily towards your dreams. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you experienced the power of working smart in your own life? Share your stories, insights, and questions in the comments below. Remember, you're not just working hard, you're working smart. You're not just hustling, you're strategizing. You're not just grinding, you're growing. And that makes all the difference. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more content. And if you'd like to continue learning, I highly recommend another video we did on how to stop caring what people think. It's been a while since I talked about this topic, and it's definitely something worth revisiting. So go ahead, watch that video next, and keep those great comments coming. Thanks for joining us.